welcome back. Let's play Final Fantasy VI. Last time we met Cyan and began Sabin's path. Also, Kefka decided he was going to poison an entire kingdom because, well, he's an evil dick. So let's get down there and see if we can save the king. To the king on the double! And then they run for you. My sight is failing. I cannot see your face. Defended the realm since my father's days. Thank you. It's over. Our kingdom is through. Failed to protect our kingdom. Chest is on fire. The way that this poison seems to take effect, it very much feels more like air-based than it does water-based. And it seems odd that everyone, except for Cyan and that one soldier, would have drinking the water by now. I'm not exactly sure how they expected this to make a whole lot of sense, but Super Nintendo days, so I give it a pass, basically. Go to your family. And the king has fallen. Have to be some survivors. Well, let's split up and find those survivors. Let's see. Okay, I always forget which one, and I always end up going right for the final part of it, even though I don't mean to. Well, he seems to have fallen. Here's a remedy. I believe that's the only chest we can get. That door is accessible from the other side. I'm just trying to show off as much as we can find right now. A lot of things are blocked off with, sadly enough, corpses. There's nothing up there. Oh, or no, it's not yet. It's later. I was thinking there was something else, another reason to go up there. You can't do anything over on the other side either. Nobody saw that. I always go the wrong way first. I keep mixing up where the scene plays out. We're through. Wanted to show off as many parts of the scene as I could. We've walked in there, and apparently there's nothing that can be done here either. Now we can go to that other spot. For some reason, I always end up mixing up and thinking that that other spot there next to that soldier continues the scene. That takes us outside. We can't do anything out there. Yeah, only that one treasure is accessible right now, and then we're forced into this. His wife is Elaine. His son is Owain. And he's lost them both. And Sabin has joined in here. if you talk to him, he gets attacked. Didn't mean to step in there. If you talk to him from the side, you can offer your assistance. Cyan is basically berserked. He is uncontrollable at this point. Now, the interesting thing about that scene is the name of his wife and kid. I don't know where Wolsey got Elaine and Owain from. In fact, I've never heard of anyone with the name of Owain before. But the original names were Mina for the wife and Shun for the son. Not sure why they changed them to something completely unrecognizable, and I don't know why they made them rhyme. It's very awkward. It makes me want to laugh at a scene that I should not laugh at because of how dumbly they were named. But yeah, they have different names, and I didn't go over them in the moment to try and let the moment sink in a little bit. Be careful, sir. More of the same dudes. So yeah, as you can see, we're strong enough to completely nuke all these enemies who probably only have like 150 HP. Gonna have to do this together. A cadet and a grunt. Yeah, these enemies all fall down very quickly. There's, like, we have earrings and atlas armlets on, but we don't even need them. These enemies will all die to our attacks regardless. Let's scram. Stick around any longer, we'll have a regiment of troops down our throats. Well, yeah, we gotta get out of here. Come on over here. And then they run for you. Oh, hey, Shadow's gone. Come back here. What are these? I'll explain later. Just jump in. How might these abominations be manipulated? And in the fan translation, how do I move this damn thing? They didn't give him an accent that time. I'm getting sick of this "thou art such a pain in the..." Confound it all, I'm starting to talk like you. I guess he's annoyed with what, 2 lines that Cyan had about not understanding what was going on here. But yeah, it's kind of weird that they did things. See that lever and the right lever by your hand? Push it down. Has to give him really kind of basic instructions on how to use this machine. It appears to be in reverse, was the line originally there. Come on, let's go. What are you doing? I can't stop now. Runs him over. Oh, there's Shadow. He found himself some Magitech armor too. All right, let's bust through. Now we can flee. I don't think you can get out of this, and you can't get any of the treasures if you missed them earlier. There were 4 in this camp, and there was 1 available in the castle. Now, we have access to the same stuff. These guys will be weak to lightning. Not that it matters. Anything will do the same. As you can see, all of our characters have access to the same fire, ice, bolt, and heal. And none of them have access to any of Terra's specialty commands, because those were, I guess the idea is that she has like magical nature in herself. That's why she's able to access those additional commands. And no one else that's been in Magitech so far seems to have access to any of those commands. But yeah, we've already seen all these different abilities, so I'm not going to show off all the different elements again. Any of them will one-shot pretty much anything, as far as I understand it. Well, let's take them down. Yeah, see, this is why I love the memory command, because now I don't have to select bolt every time to make sure I'm doing enough damage. You can see how much damage. We already broke 1,000 damage because they're weak to lightning and because of the earrings combined with Sabin's natural magical strengths. Can't believe we made it this far. How do you get to Narsh from here? Oh yeah, right. We kind of got completely distracted with Doma's issues, but we came through Doma to get to Narsh. Now, we'll see here, the only route passes through the forest to the south. Narsh, eh? One road through the forest to the south. Alright, let's get going. Now, there's an interesting thing now. Shadow has done his job. He escorted us to Doma. He now has a 1 in 16 chance of leaving the party after every battle. Also, Cyan, get your butt in the back row there, bud. And let's give you the Hyperist. Oh, right, the black belt here. It's a random counterattack. I don't recall off the top of my head what the percentage is. It might be 50. I don't recall. But yeah, it's a random counterattack thing. Barrier Ring casts Shell when low on HP. That's pointless. A Mithril Glove casts Safe when you're low on HP, which is the Protect spell. So yeah, those are some of the other things we got recently. You can have the Hyperist if you want. Sure, gives you something else. But basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. And if Shadow leaves after one of the battles, I'm going to reload and get him back, because I don't really want to be without him. Other than that, all we can do is make sure we encounter the stray cat enemy there. That'll be important for later. And you should never use Sabin or Cyan's normal attack, because his dispatch, his first skill with his sword tech, it's basically an unblockable defense ignoring attack based on his physical attack power that does more damage than his normal attack. So you'll never use his normal attack, at least to do normal physical attacking things. If we go over here to the left, that leads to the castle that we can't do anything with. Or no, we have to go this way. The castle is over here to the left, but we're going to go over to the right. Grasshoppers. Again, the enemies are here. There's nothing you can say about the enemies early on. They just all fall down to one attack. So I haven't even looked anything up other than the fact that none of these guys have anything interesting to steal as far as I know. Most of the ones that do have interesting things to steal I've got written down in my notes. But yeah, here's the second bridge. The castle's down there if you go far enough. I'm not going to go super far down to figure it out. There'll be a cutscene in battle with Shadow if he's to leave the party. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save. Again. Get into the forest. The Phantom Forest. Which I wish was longer. It's not very long, but it's great for the fact that it has awesome music. And you'll notice here that Shadow is still invisible, meaning he hasn't been hit with anything, because the only thing that can hit him is magic, and if he's hit with magic, it will remove his clear status, and you'll be able to see him again. So since I put that one invisible edge on him, he hasn't been hit. He hasn't taken any damage. That's how abusive the clear status can be. For now. It gets way worse. Here's a recovery spring. That removes the status effect. So we're going to re-establish that real quick. But yeah, I absolutely love the Phantom Forest theme. It's one of my favorite themes in the entire game. Look at all these enemies. Alright, we're gonna invisible edge you again here. Unfortunately, a lot of Cyan's other abilities that he has right now aren't particularly useful. Dispatch really is his best one by a long shot, so we're gonna just keep going with that. It's also instant instead of having to actually charge up for anything. But yeah, really? Really? Wow. I did not expect them to do that. I know they can, I just didn't expect them to target him right away after I re-established that. We'll set that up on him again in a bit here. Next fight or something. But yeah, it can happen. That's why I bought 5, so I could re-establish it whenever. Don't worry about running out. You're basically, by the end of the next 2 dungeons, we won't need to worry about it at all. There are no items in here. More ghosts. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to finish this one off, wait until they get their attack off, then set up my invisible edge. You gonna do something? You gonna do something? You gonna do something? No? Alright. Ow! That's a lot of damage. But now he's got an invisible edge on him, and I do still need to heal him, but you can use potions to get around the clear status. It will not remove the status. Even in the menu, if you cast the cure spell, it will remove the clear status. So make sure to just use potions, tonics, whatever they are, and still have the clear status. Now, it looks like you can kind of go that way, but you can't. Notice something in the background there. Yeah, that's the extent of the Phantom Forest, unfortunately. It's got one of my favorite themes in the game, and you don't spend a lot of time here. There's a train here. I thought Doma's railway had been destroyed. Survivors. Interesting. What? You can't just wander out here. Gotta go aboard. Oh, it's empty. There's no one here. The train's haunted. I like how they are a lot more clear about things over in the Game Boy Advance where they call it the Phantom Train. Now, I can't hate the fact that we don't get too much the Phantom Force too much, because the theme for the Phantom Train, if we don't get off now, it won't open. Too late. What's with this train? It's the Phantom Train. It carries the departed to the other side. Ah. Don't really want to go there quite yet. I've got a few things I want to get done before we do that. We all have to go sometime. We have things to do here. We gotta stop this thing. Let's make for the engine. Ding, ding, ding. Aw, don't interrupt the good music. That's why I don't mind it too much, because the music is pretty damn good here. Now, considering all these enemies are undead, they're probably weak to holy, meaning Sabin is brutal here. and annihilates the enemies quickly. I usually wait on Shadow's turn if he happens to be the first one to get a second turn, just because his, you know, he has a limited number of these. You probably don't have to, but it's up to you. Now that we're stuck on the train, Shadow is now stuck with us. He will not leave after battle anymore. I never got a chance to show it off, but he will attempt to leave. Like I said, 1/16 of the time. There's a ghost. Seems to want to come with us. Okay. You have a new party member. He contains a relic ring, which is an accessory we won't see until the very end of the game. Can't look at his skills. I manage this train. What business do you have here? Well, tell us about the train. Train ferries the dead, or the dearly departed, to the other side. They can take their eternal rest. How do we stop it? You want to stop the train? Just use controls in the engineer's compartment. Okay. And that's it. These are time schedules. They're all blank. Phantom train guides departed ones to the spirit world. They have no need of schedules. What's this? Let me just give it a... You shouldn't fumble with that. Gave it my best shot. How can you? I love Cyan's expressions. He's got such great expressions. You're not scared, are you? How dare you? I like in the Game Boy Advance here, what does thou mean? It's not as though I have an aversion to machines. Just because I respect other beings' property doesn't mean I'm not mechanically minded. Yeah, the SNES version kind of fumbles this line a little bit. It makes a lot more sense in the Game Boy Advance version. You're a total klutz when it comes to machines. Silence! How could you tell? What gave it away? Yeah, I wonder. We've dealt with like 2 pieces of machinery since we found you, and you've been scared or unable to figure out, you know, in either case. Now, Cyan, I think, is supposed to be like 50 years old. He's an old man, especially by RPG standards. So I guess they gave him the fear of technology trope to kind of equate to what a lot of the older generation sees, you know, these days. A lot of the older generation, they really don't do well with technology. Is there anything else back here? Nope. Well, yeah, the ghost comes back. You can re-recruit them if they disappear. I'll talk about that in the next one, because that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will continue through the Phantom Train and see if we can get off before the Phantom Train takes us to the other side, which I don't think we want to do quite yet. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.